Hi, y'all. Got my cider water and my 2 pennies. Let's talk.
Just learned this afternoon from the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce that the federal government is now going to release $1.3 billion in grant funding to support before and after school programs right here in Ohio and all across the nation. Now, that money is
Good
connected to the
deal.
21st Century Community Learning Centers program. You may recall yesterday I told you about the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Ohio and other local groups being in limbo, all because
That's good. I'm glad they're getting some funding from the government to continue to execute the programs and to continue to operate and function because it's an important institution in these neighborhoods. I grew up going to the boys clubs down in Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, but it was a foundation for me to be able to interact and engage with other kids my age and older, and to be able to form friendships and to be able to learn about life outside of you know the the home I grew up in, which is not bad, but not around other kids my age a lot. So it was an important way to learn and to grow. And it is I see it as being the same for a lot of these kids that I've seen come through the Boys and Girls Clubs because I used to be the director of IT there, so I interacted and engaged with them on a daily basis. Hoop, I'm a hooper. Softball, handball, shooting pool, table tennis, all of that. In addition to the educational programs that were available for the children, very uh, enriching experiences for the children, for the kids, young you know, and some of those were young adults, not quite 18 or whatever, but they were approaching an age where they were getting ready to get out there and have to deal with the world. So a lot of those programs help enrich their experience, I believe.
of the federal government's funding freeze on a total of $6 billion in education money that had been previously approved. Now, the Boys and Girls Clubs in Northeast Ohio are set to receive about $1.8 million. They told me yesterday the funding freeze had them working on contingency plans, but they remained hopeful.
Good,
We
good.
believe that the federal government believes that the Boys and Girls Club is a very positive thing. We think that they see the value in having Boys and Girls.
It is a positive thing, and it is a valuable resource for the community. Like I said, it gives a lot of these kids a different perspective, and it gives them activities to keep them occupied after school, where we know a lot of bad things can take place, especially in these neighborhoods. The neighborhood that I served in, it's a hood, dangerous. I've seen people get robbed in that hood. So, yeah, it's a very important institution and very valuable um, way for children to spend their time outside of school and outside of whatever time they spend at home with their parents. It's I can't see slashing funding for this type of an institution. It would be it would be devastating. But I'm glad they do have a contingency for if that funding didn't come through.
Clubs in our community. I think one of the ways that they can show that they believe in the work that we do is by releasing the funds.
So that letter that the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce got from the federal government says that groups receiving the money must not use the money in a manner that violates the U.S. Constitution.
So that's pretty much it. I'm just glad that they were able to get funding, and I hope that it helps them strengthen and enrich their mission so that they can continue to serve the community, serve the children who live in the community and who benefit from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Ohio. I hope again, hope to see some good come out of this. So that's my 2 pennies. Let me know your thoughts. Uncle Mark signing off. Is on.